All right, this time we're going to take a look at a Dorian chord progression and try doing some simple riffs on top of it. Dorian, as you may recall, has a minor 1 chord and a major 4 chord, or what's often done is to make a dominant 7/4 chord. If you extend it to the 7, you could have a, like we're going to play in the key of C, so I've got a C minor. You can play it this way or this way, and then an F7 or F dominant 7 4 chord. And the groove will be something like a The Dorian scale has only one note different from the minor scale. Minor scale is 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7. So the Dorian scale is just a tiny bit brighter. Instead of having the flat 6, it has the major 6, which you can play here. So 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, major 6, flat 7, root. 2, 3, 4, 5, major 6, flat 7, do. And I'm playing the D caged shape up here. Of course, over this progression, which it's a minor mode, just like Aeolian, we can play the minor pentatonic scale. Check out my lessons on the minor pentatonic across the neck and up the neck. Let's start the backing track. I'll start again with just one note. Ba, ba. Can you hum that note? So what note is that? What scale degree is it? Ba. Here's the progression. Ba. Well, maybe you know that the root is here. Ba. Ba. So just a whole step down. Da, da. Root, major 7, flat 7. So that was a flat 7. Da, ba, da, 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 ba, da, da. Can you hum it? Da, da, da. So probably you can hear I started on the same note as before, the flat 7, da, 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 and it's going right down the scale, da, da, da. What if I went da, 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 ba, da, da? Well, that sounds like right down the scale, right? Da, 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 da. So in the C Dorian scale, flat 7, 6, 5, 5, 4, flat 3, da da da, da da da. What if I went da da da, da da da? Well, we ended on the flat 3, da, down the Dorian scale, da da da, da da da, da da da, da da da. That's right down the D shape. The thing I like about playing the D shape in Dorian, it's easy to finger. If we start on the 7th fret of D, finger numbers would be 1, 2, 4, and then on the G string 1, 2, 4. That's easy. And then if we go up to the B on the 8th fret, the fingers are 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. So it's just an easy shape to find on the guitar neck. Just an easy shape to play around with. And these half steps here on the 7th and 8th frets, you can do hammer-on pull-offs real conveniently. Okay, let's take another lick. Da 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 da, ba da 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 da. Can you sing that? La 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 la, ma 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 ma, ba. What interval is that? We're playing over a C minor 7 chord. Da. That's a little bit jazzy interval. Da. If we find it on the D string, da. 7th fret. What scale degree is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Major 6. So, da da da. That's a real short jump. Half step to the flat 7, back to the 6, down the scale to the 5th. We're going to play it on the 10th fret of the A string. We're going to do a hammer-on pull-off between the 6 and flat 7 on the 7th and 8th fret of the D. Like that. Da 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 da, da 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 da. Let's try it. Da, try it. Ba, da, 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 da. Take it a little farther. Ba da 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 da, ba da 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 ba da. So the lick, 7, 8, 7, 10, 7, up the scale, 8, 10 of D, 7 of G. Da 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 da. Hammer on pull off between the 6 and the flat 7. What if we take that same figure and we move it toward the floor 1 string? Because we've got these convenient little half steps here, we can do the same figure pretty much. Same exact fingering. Try that. Now I'm on the G string. That becomes a 2 and a flat 3. Hammer on pull off. To the root. Back. Then up the scale. Ending on the 10th fret of the G. Up to the 8th fret of the B. Let's try it playing those licks. Start with the first one. You. Da 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 da. Ba da 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 ba ba. Can't sing that high. Shift it up to the G string. Ba da da da. Change the timing. Try it. Just the last part of it. from the 7th fret. Starts to become what we call a line, or the beginnings of a melody. Okay, let's do a kind of a bluesy lick. Can you hum that? Okay, what I'm thinking of is a bend up and release. I'm on the 10th fret on the G string. That's a 4th of the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can often bend that. I'm bending it just a little bit, not a whole step. You could if you want, but I'm just doing like a half step bend. So I'm going bend and release down to the minor 3rd with my first finger on the 8th fret of the G. So back up and down. Can you try that? Maybe end with a root on the 10th fret of the D, C note there. Let's try that. Okay, what if we play it in thirds? So this is the 4th of a scale, 5, 6. That's up a 3rd from there. So these two notes on the same fret, the 10th fret. This time I'm going to use my 3rd and 4th fingers, ring and little fingers. I could just use the 3rd finger, but I find more control with the 3rd and 4th fingers. Push and release down to the 1st finger, back up, down to a root, or we can do a root with the minor 3rd. Try that. 10th fret, push, release. 8th fret, 1st finger, G and B string, double stop. When you play 2 notes, call that a double stop. Down to 4th and 3rd string, D and G, minor 3rd, or just 1 note. Let's try that. A little vibrato on the end. Give it a try. Just do part of it. Just play that 1st finger, put a little blue note into it. Bend that all the way up a whole step. Play around with it. Okay, here's another one for you. La 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 la. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Boo do do. Boo do do do. See what I'm aiming at there? Boo doo boo. I'm sliding into a note. Da 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 da. Well, if you've heard the term arpeggio, that's what I'm trying to sing there, which is a little bit hard to sing. Bum, bum, bum. So where's the first note? Bum. Here's the root. Bum, 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 bum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm starting on the fifth of a scale. The fifth of a C scale. We can find one on the 10th fret of the A string. And then 2 scale tones above that. 5, 6, flat 7 on the 8th note of the D string. So we've got 10th fret, 8th fret. That's a flat 7, 1, 2. The second of the scale is a third above the flat 7. That's on the 7th fret of the G. So we've got this chord, which is a minor chord, and I was singing ba-roo, ba-roo, boom, ba, like sliding into it from a half step below. Da, da, da. Half step down from the 2 brings us to a root. We can play it on the 10th fret of the D string. That's what I was trying to sing. Let's try playing with that. You. Change where we started. Change the timing a little bit. Slide from a whole step or a half step, doesn't matter. Change it a little bit. Play it faster. I like to do the fast arpeggios. Okay, what if we extend this, add a little blues lick on the end of it? Something like that. Now I'm putting this blues lick, a fourth of the scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, flat 3, root, flat 3, root. So slide into the arpeggio. That's actually going up another third from the arpeggio. Let's try that. Try it. Okay, can you take the whole thing up an octave? So we were sliding into a G note here on the 10th fret of the A string. If you go up 2 strings and up 2 frets, that's how to find an octave the easy way. So here's 12th fret of the G string, which is a G note. Slide into that. Then we need a minor third, and then a major third, up a major third to 10th fret D, up a minor third to 13th fret, and then down a whole step to the 11th fret of E. There's our blue note we can bend about a quarter step, and to the 13th fret of B, which is a C root. So we've got this kind of a diagonal looking thing. Minor chord, slide into it. Little finger or third finger. Let's try that. 2. Little vibrato.